There's different ways you can increase volume, you can increase saturation. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know, fuck it. My first program was actually Cubase and GarageBand. From there I was trying to do mashups, and then I learned a little bit about MIDI and dragging in sounds and cutting them up. So I didn't really make full beats until I got Reason, and then just like 7 or 8 years ago I got Ableton. That's been my bread and butter, pretty much. One of my favorite techniques is taking something that sounds very direct and synthy and very mid-range and just turn them really far down. What is that sound? It's pretty tight. Repitching stuff without affecting the actual structure of the transients, so keeping it in repitch mode, tuning them down, preserving the transients is the best way to get great effects on your sound. I think using complex, or I guess pitch shifters, things like that, it digitizes and creates too much artifacts. Back in the day I used to try and put synths on synths on synths, but nowadays it's more just making a really tight 1 to 2 bar loop and making little hairline changes here or there, but just keeping the groove similar. If you're changing the groove up every bar, they kind of try and maneuver their dance to fit all the hits that you do, and doesn't really capture them as much. I think people were more just wowed by the fact that I had so many sounds going on, but it really wasn't a groove per se, you know? Usually when you're not learning how to create synths in school, you're literally just turning knobs. That's how you learn how the functions work. You know, you're not reading a book. You're literally just playing with presets, turning knobs. That's really where my process started, but it's developed in a way where, you know, I can pick up things as I go. Reverb always creates a sense of some shit's gonna happen, you know. It's very, put you in like a spacey mood. This Splice pack is from 500 different projects, maybe a little bit more over the past maybe 6-7 years. Things that I didn't finish or that I had laying around in my hard drives that never really made it to beats or to songs that I cut up. So individual sounds, I got loops, melodies, chord progressions, synth lines, synth little shapes. Everything is just kind of handpicked from a lot of projects that never really saw the light of day. A lot of shit's happened in 15 years, you know. I'm broke, I got money, I was broke again, I moved, girlfriend, broke up, you know. A lot of those things play into my musical journey, you know. But as far as just, you know, producing, I've always wanted my own space. I could never really get to that point because there's always roommates. You know, I gotta deal with certain things. And now that I have a space, you know, now that I have my own studio, it's a freeing experience for me that has ultimately changed my music for the better.